looking right back at it. It's daytime now. Here's the 97 with the new rims and tires. Here's the gray one. Here's the new rims and, well, I got this stuck in my backyard. This is on my patio, by the way. Hasn't snowed yet. Well, it snowed when I was trying to put this on my patio. So, still sitting pretty. Waiting, buying its time. But, yeah. Here's the trailer. I just got one board to put on it. Did all the lights, welded D-rings on it, repainted it. Tail lights, got my little strobes right there on both sides, and then on the front. Made this into a tilt trailer. So yeah, currently having a blast with the blue ox in the garage here, in the shop. La la la, I forgot I have the music on. La 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 la, nobody can hear it. Blah blah blah, pay no attention. La 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 la. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. Coming over here, I was pretty much right. CV shaft is junk. So, I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure that means it's dead. And it rattles and all this fun stuff. And then, just like I thought, I'm gonna have to do upper and lower ball joints. Sneak in here since I got my light. So, yeah, these are original. Definitely time to do them since I got everything apart. Yeah. So, to do these, obviously you gotta cut or torch these off, pound this out, because it sits in between. Can't imagine doing this in the driveway and cold. Oh, that would suck. Actually, I've done it. It does suck. Same thing with these. Grind them off, torch them off. I don't feel like pulling out the torch, so I'm just gonna cut them off. Yeah. She's a little rusty. She's a 94. I mean, it's not bad. I wish I could have washed it. It looks so much better when it's washed. But yeah, got me some new stuff. New CV shaft. I got a new hub assembly, but it's not here yet. That I already replaced. That was my Bosch rotors that squeak. You can never get rid of that squeak with good old Bosch. But, you know, it is what it is. New caliper, new lines. I did a whole bunch of crap to this truck, so. Yep. So, just figured I'd do a quick video. I'll probably compile all these together and then post it. So, many days later, I got the blue ox done. Oh my goodness. I wound up pulling out the torch, cutting, made a hole where I didn't want to make a hole, but you know, such is life. I got the ball joints all put in, I got the CV shafts put in, hub assemblies, it works great. Wound up having to bring my skiddy back in because I went to go help out a friend move some ginormous freaking log stumps that, well, basically logs. They were stump logs, whatever. And I actually blew out this cylinder. It was spraying hydraulic fluid across the yard and everything. So, needless to say, $200 and some later. Ouch. It's back together. Then I had the wonderful thing of realizing with this older skiddy, besides the seat sucks, these two plates, there's filters underneath, which is fine. I already did this. You can see I did the service. But the only way to fill the hydraulic fluid tank is to open these plates. Well, this is the third time I've had to open these plates, and I just got tired of resealing everything, so what I did is I made this. I went and got some pipe thread, made myself a fill port. Check that out. So I don't have to keep popping these things open, because they're a pain in the ass. I mean, pain in the butt. Now, if I can get it back on there. There we go. Now, I can just put my funnel in there. Because this thing takes... Let's see, how many... I got... how many 5-gallon buckets? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 in there currently, and it still needs one more, which I didn't realize it was that low after trying to make it across almost 2 acres back to my trailer before I ran out of hydraulic fluid to put it back on the trailer. That was a fun journey, but got it back on my trailer. I showed you the trailer a little bit earlier. Wound up having to get a tire because I found out I was having some binding issues because the previous owner put a wrong size tire to match the back one. The back one's back one's from 1978. Surprising, it's weather cracked to crap, but it holds air and it doesn't leak. So I'm like, we'll run it. But they had the wrong size in the front, so I had to find the correct size so the binding would go away. On a side note, Nephew found his grill and bumper from my old 2001 Blazer that I sold him, that he customized the front of the bumper and grill into the back of some old lady's car when it was icy out. But he's got that all set, situated and painted and ready to go to put on his truck. But he needs to get caught up on his damn schoolwork. So I told him you can't put your crap on your truck until you get caught up in your schoolwork. And you're probably wondering what this thing is. This soon will be my new powder coating oven. Basically, I am figuring out, more than likely it's going to be over 6 feet tall, because I want to be able to do bumpers, fenders, rims, all in one shot. So that's tomorrow's project. It is currently Wednesday the 16th, 7:19 at night. Pretty sure it's at night. I don't know, I took a nap. Hopefully it's at night. Most of my naps in this. So I bought a really expensive bed, and I got gifted a 4-inch memory foam that fits my bed. So I'm like, okay, well, I already have a memory foam bed, and I got gifted that. Now it's like stupid hard to get out of bed in the morning. I mean, once you lay there and get comfortable, you sink in, and then it's like, morning. I'm like, oh, shit. I didn't even feel like I slept at all. I just closed my eyes. But yeah. So, a little backstory with this. This is a 1978. There's not many of these out there. I can't tell you what exactly year that Le Mans Industries went out of business, or not out of business. They basically sold. Ford took it over, which I didn't know about. Things, it's a Ford. I'm not very particular with Fords, but I put the rear lights, the strobie on top, and you can kind of see the light bar in front, and then I got some strobes on this. Basically got this as I say, at a cheap heck of a deal, but it's slowly showing me otherwise. But still good I have it, something, it's out of the ordinary, so can't help but be like, I'm curious. Took me a lot of research to find those. Sorry, I have adult sippy. These little mufflers, focus. Took me a while to find those. Stupid cheap, but it took me a while to find them. But so far, this is all ready for snow whenever, it decides to snow. That's kind of seems to be the luck that most people have. Be like, this is Minnesota. I live in Minnesota. It's you know, not too far from the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul. It's probably about like 25 minutes south of St. Paul. And it seems like anytime in our area that people normally would shovel their driveway and be like, all right, you know, screw this, I'm going to buy a snowblower. They buy a snowblower, and then we get no snow or just hardly any snow for that year. And they're just like, well, that just figures. And that's kind of what I'm thinking, because this is supposed to be a side business. That's the whole reason actually the whole reason I bought it, because I didn't want to shovel rock. And I'm like, well, you're selling this, I'll buy it. Got that portion taken care of, but I figured, hey, I didn't even realize, it dawned on me, hey, I can push snow with this. So I built the skiddy trailer for the skiddy, put all the lights on. I put the lights on the ox, blue ox, that you saw in the previous where it's all dirty. Got that all done, cleaned it up. Got all the lights working. Got utility work lights for the back, so I can basically haul this thing around and make some donations of my time in clearing off people's driveway. But anyway, yeah, so I mean, I know I don't have the greatest videos, but you know, I'm trying. I still got an extra strobe right there that I'm not too happy with eBay purchase of it, but it was cheap, so live and learn. But yeah, so I'm gonna start this in the morning, planning this out. I'm gonna be doing a poop ton of research. I have a general idea, I just don't know exactly how I want to make this yet. But I am a firm believer in basically, you know, you have bed frames and stuff like that and scrap metal. My recycling is repurposing. So this is actually from an commercial AC unit. This is how it was shipped. It's upside down right now. But the AC unit was shipped on this steel. They made the steel pallet for this, or container. Well, they didn't want it after it was delivered, so I'm like, oh, yeah, hell, I'll take it. Actually, my buddy got it for me. Thanks, Jeremy. And I got some old bed frames that nobody wanted. Price was right, it was free. I got my stool out of the way. Some other metal pieces. I mean, I got just a bunch of metal laying around. I mean, I got these guys. These things are just freaking heavy as crap. And this was a freebie. There's two of these. This was a freebie when I bought that skiddy trailer that I started with. He's like, oh, hey, by the way, do you want these? I don't want them. I'll just throw them on your trailer. I'm like, what? Yeah, okay. Haven't figured out what I'm going to do with those besides let them sit there. But yeah, I mean, free steel, hell yeah. I mean, I even got fork extensions for free. They're basically brand new. Don't have forks for my skiddy yet, but I'm still working on that. Whole bunch of other, see, I got there's like 12-foot angle iron I got for free. I got like 6 of them, 12 feet, 1/4 inch. This is all my just AC units that they've given, you know, people donate panels for me for sheet metal, working on cars. I mean, it's pretty simple to get metal. I mean, this stuff is pretty good. I mean, all it is time for me. I mean, time is worthless. I mean, priceless, depending on the person. For me, I just like to tinker, so whatever. There's my pickup box for Sinister that I painted, sandblasted, and did the undercoating, essentially. And if you can tell, I sandblasted all the issues. Have not gotten the time to address that. Motorcycle's still under the cover, as where it should be in December. But yeah, so I'm gonna try. I have my nephew with me, staying with me for the quarantine. which is kind of almost over. If he would finish his homework, then I'll have a cameraman, then I can actually show you what the hell I got going on. But I mean, I do this just for, like videos and whatnot, just for shites and giggles. I don't expect to make anything or anything like that. Just, just shit that I do. If anybody finds it interesting. Went to the salvage yard when my nephew found that. Found me a rear sway bar for my S10. Check that out. Gotta de-rustify it. I gotta make some fabricate some box ends for it so I can put my linkages on. And then the rear end would be complete for suspension wise. I just gotta put my diff yoke on, weld up my tank strap, fix my tank strap because I got a brand new tank for it. But the strap was a little weak, so I'm like, I should probably address that. But yeah, I mean, I got all my modifications to this rear axle combination with a rear sway bar. So this thing's gonna hopefully end up pretty well on the track. Granted, this is not just a track truck. I'm gonna build this for a daily. I'm not gonna drive it as a daily, but I'll build it so you can do either or. But yeah, another shout out to my buddy. Thank you, and thank you for actually giving me a big boy vise. Because holy crap, the one I was using was a $13 Harbor Freight vise that I broke 7 times, re-welded it together, broke it again, got tired of it, and just chucked it. So, thanks again, Jeremy. Not going to release your last name, but thanks again, buddy, for a really expensive vise that you just gave me. So, but yeah. We'll see what this is going to look like tomorrow. Like I said, I found my phone holder, tripod, if you will, or whatever you want to call it. It holds the phone so you can actually see what I'm doing. So tomorrow shall be interesting. Till then, more to come. Oh, back at her. Told you I was trying to, if you remember this spot right yonder, there was a frame for a powder coating oven that I was going to build today. Well, I kind of foobarred it, just a little. So I went shopping. Picked up some steel studs, some insulation, have a better idea how to tackle this because I spent pretty much a good amount of time on this thing. This is a free bed frame that I got that I was welding into a frame for the oven, and I fooded it up a little. Apparently I was not paying attention because if you look, that track is supposed to be upside down, and it's not, and I fooded it up. So I'm like, all right, screw it. I'm going to make an oven. I'm going to do it the right way. So I spent some money. Don't ask. Don't want to talk about it. Don't want to talk about how much I spent, and I'm not even close to being done. But I got some good news. I was going to do this tomorrow, but apparently my nephew has stayed up all night last night to get it caught up on his month and a half worth of homework that he hasn't done. Now he's caught up. He has to take one test tomorrow for math, and he's gonna be able to put that on his truck now. So I figured, he showed some effort and some, long nights. Well, I figured, what the hell? You do the one test, you get done with your schooling. That's so difficult. Back in the day, oh my goodness, I would love it. Anyway, I told him he can bring his Blazer in here, which is my old Blazer, my 2001 Blazer. And he can put his new bumper and grill on his truck that he customized the old one in the back of some old lady's car. So that's why he's got a new one. But, long story short, live and learn. He's 17, so can't be all that mad as long as he was all right. But, so, oven has been postponed due to great ability of the nephew to get his crap done so he can work on it. Apparently I have to look at the 4-wheel drive because something went wrong. Worked last year. This year it sounds not good, so we'll address that when we do the bumper. And I will make him, actually I'll probably be doing the video camera because I don't work on my nephew's truck. I made a deal with him. I'll help you. I'll supply tools, a place to do it that is warm, the knowledge, but he does all the work. Because you don't learn nothing if somebody does it for you. Yeah. So tomorrow will be another video. And it'll be awesome. Stay tuned.